think brand is really important and design is really important, and it's really easy to just look and feel the same as everybody else.
Right.
I spent a lot of time on like what color should we use, what should the company be called. Didn't spend much time on the logo actually. It's just an S in a box. But but I was really clear that I wanted it to be clean and I wanted it to be like simple and easy to remember and that kind of stuff. And so, that positioning is a really big part of it. And then the rest of it you kind of figure out along the way. You don't ever start out what you plan when you start out is never what the company ends up as. There's an old Mike Tyson quote where he was being told by journalists. I think he was fighting Evander Holyfield. I'm not sure, but anyway, he's fighting someone, and this guy had basically said he had a plan to deal with Tyson. This was when Tyson was at his prime and like nobody could stop him.
Yeah.
And the journalist said to him, "Hey, Mike, he says he's got a plan to deal with you." And Tyson just turned around and went, "Yeah, well, everyone's got a plan till they get smacked in the mouth."
I thought you were going to do the voice, Tom. Come on.
Maybe next time. But it's kind of the same with running a business. Like having a plan is good, but you take it to the market and basically you realize that the plan doesn't work and then you have to change.
Right.
So, but you just respond to what people need. And we've just all the way through, we've been really focused on what are the challenges our customers are facing and how do we help fix those challenges and which ones can we help them with. I've never really been that interested in what other search and recruitment companies are doing, because it's only so relevant. I think being obsessed with your competitors means that you're second to everything, whereas if you're really, really focused on what problems are our customers facing and how can we help them to solve those problems, then you'll probably end up all right if you really do give that some thought. And that's kind of where we ended up moving more into leadership development and culture, high performance culture, was that, when after 2022 kicked in and the fundraising market started to turn, a lot of our clients weren't planning to grow, but they were all struggling with the same things. They were struggling with raising money and they needed to do more with less. They needed to extend their runway. They needed to get more productivity out of their teams. We couldn't do much about the money part of it. Like we didn't really have the fundraising connections or anything like that, or the credibility to help with that directly. But we'd done a lot of work on our internal culture at Singular, and I'd spent a lot of time thinking about, well, what actually do the best companies do and how do they develop high performance teams? And we realized that a lot of the stuff we'd done was really applicable to our clients. Right. So we started doing bits and pieces of work with them that weren't recruitment focused, but were about how do you build a more effective team? How do you develop people? How do you align them better? How do you drive more productivity? And that kind of led to this whole culture development piece that led to the academy programs that we do, but also to the founding of Versapia. So it was really all about that, just kind of relentless focus on how do we solve a problem for the people that we work with, that took us to where we are today.